Hello. How's everyone doing? How are we all? Let me see. That should be the right one. You should be able to hear me. Hello, Amy. Welcome in. Hello, Larissa. Welcome in. Today we're gonna talk about Yesterday Crumb and the Teenage Secret. This is the third and final book in the Yesterday Crumb trilogy. So, I don't know, guys, if I can discuss this without spoilers. I feel like at this point, even dropping names is a spoiler. Please let me know what you think. Could we discuss this without spoilers or not? Because I'm just not sure. There we go. I have put it in the Discord again. Hello, Alina. Hello. What do we think? I'm so scared. I don't know if I can do this without spoilers. I don't know. I feel like dropping names at this point might be a spoiler. Let me know what you guys think, if you care that much or not. Otherwise, we're just gonna immediately put the spoiler warning on, and then people can decide by themselves. But we could try if it is, if you feel like it is doable. I finished making felt mice. Oh, that is lovely. That's good. I pinned butterflies for the first time yesterday. I'm trying on taxidermia. So we'll see. Just popping in to say hello. Have fun with the book discussion. Thank you, Eka. Thank you. So nice of you to say hi. I did really enjoy the book. I can say that without spoilers. And there were some really, really fun elements in this. If I would summarize it, spoiler free, right? I would say this is the third book in a trilogy. This is about Yesterday Crumb, the little lady right there. And, we go to this whole story with her, but it turns out she's a tea witch. And she is now in a tea witch apprentice in a tea shop that moves with flamingo legs. And she has a lovely teacher and she made some friends there. One is a confectionery witch who makes candies and all. And a lot of things have happened. And now they need to save the world. And they're doing that by unifying the world with tea and crumpets. And I loved it. I think that is what I can summarize without spoilers. I feel like, you can get that from the cover maybe. It is a tea witch. Still don't know where the story is going. Hello, Kate. How are you doing? So everybody who's here except Avka. Avka hasn't read it. I know that. Kate, did you read? Kate read it. You finished today, right? So everybody Amy didn't, but the rest finished the book, right? I'm so sad that I am a bit sad it is over. Me too, Elena. But then I saw which book we're going to read next, and I am excited about that book. So the next book is going to be How Not to Be a Vampire Slayer. That's what we voted for, and we're going to read that in September. I'm excited about this one. I'm curious to see. But I loved Yesterday Crumb. I love the growth of the characters. I love the bond between the characters. I loved all the tea, the teapots, the characteristics of the teapots. I love the confectionery witchery. I love the snacks, but the baked goods, but also the candy. I like the world building in these books. We both have a very magical world, a fairy world, and then we have the world of the dead, and then you have the human world. So that is exciting to see how those interact. I like the magic system. Like, it's tea and crumpets, people. If you're gonna give me tea and pastries and make it magic, I'm gonna love it. And that's what happened in these books. But I feel like the rest is all going to be a spoiler, isn't it? Like, there's so many parts here that I loved. And I'm just not sure at this point what is a spoiler or not. Because this is the third book. So it's not a spoiler for this book, but could it be a spoiler for the first two? I'm not getting anything. Are you guys not chatting, or is YouTube doing it? It's YouTube. YouTube is being an ass again. Alright. And Andy Sager hasn't published anything else yet. Oh, I didn't look that up yet. That is... Oh, bad news. Bad news. I didn't know. Oh, that is terrible. I also found out that he's gay. So this book would have helped with LGBTQI plus prompts and stuff, which I had no clue. I just found out, but I thought it was very helpful to put it in recommendation list for that, because these books are really good. I really enjoy them. Oh, but it is sad that he hasn't written anything else. So we could all message him, telling him that we need him to write something new. Because we loved it, and we now need something else. Me too, anyway. Yeah. I would not mind books about Miss Dumpling's past. About the first Tea Witch. I would not mind at all. I think there are a lot of books in this world, without making it about yesterday, that you could still write. If you just want to stick to this. Honestly, if he's gonna write any other fantastical middle grade, I'm gonna read it. I love them. So if any of us find a new book by Andy Sager, let me know. I need it. Yeah, well, finish and fine, going straight into spoil. Yeah, alright. I didn't love it as much as you guys, it seems. I thought it was an okay series. Yeah, but that makes sense to me. And please correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that most of the times when I love a middle grade series, you think they're fine. I have a feeling that you like middle grade just a bit less than I do. So everything that I think is great, you think is fine and just adorable, but it's okay. But it could be wrong. But that is how it feels for me. So it makes sense in my head. I started reading a book called The Accidental Pirate. It looks interesting, but I just need to see how it goes. Oh yeah, just see how it goes. Lagrimas. Yeah, Alright, so we're just going into spoilers because that makes everything easier, guys. So I'm gonna put the spoiler warning on. Look, it's a third book in a trilogy. I'm sorry, but anything is gonna be spoilers. I just don't want to take the risk. Like, something huge happens in the start of this book. And if you haven't read the first two, it's gonna be a huge spoiler. So, if you have not read the Yesterday Crumb books and you would like to, without being spoiled, this is goodbye. I'm sorry. I'll see you later. I just googled and second his website hasn't been updated since 2022. Oh no. That is sad. That is sad. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But I must say I like the third book the most. I think I like the third book the most too, Larissa. I do think so. Hazel is coming the last stuff on it. It's from the publication of this. Alright. Alright. Let me stalk this man. I see something about a hiking trip in Japan. September last year. And something in February 2025, and then it is December 2024, so. And then October. I don't know. So, spoilers. I was surprised that we actually immediately got into the Yesterday finding her mom stuff. I expected that to be at least half of the book, trying to find her. But we found her super quick. And I was surprised by that. I did not see that coming. But I liked it. Because then you get to know the mom and see their interactions and see they're getting used to each other. I like that. I think that was fun. But I did not expect that so soon. So I was a bit shocked by it. If that makes sense. And then I obviously love that there is a secret society of tea witches. And I love that whole meeting, having a huge tea party with all the witch houses coming, and they were all so different, and they all had to sit there on the porch. I think that was lovely. I enjoyed that immensely. And then having the discussion, what is a tea witch? Because we're here to listen and we're not here to fight. So how are we going to change the world without fighting? And being reluctant to help because of it at first, but then seeing in that, oh, we do need to help, but how are we going to do that? with keeping our values, and I really enjoyed that part too. A little bit of bonding time before the end of the book. Yeah, I did enjoy that. The ending though was, sorry if that's hard, but nah, yes, it's better with Miss Dawn. Oh, no, absolutely. I was not rooting for her to live with her mom at all. But I think it is very important to get to know your parents, because you always have questions if you're adopted. So I think it was good for her to be able to see her mom, find out who she really is, and ask some of those questions. I think that is better. The ending with Mr. Veep seemed a bit too quick and neat. Yeah. Yes. Are we going to the ending immediately? I was trying to at least pace it. I have a lot of thoughts about the ending that I'm finding hard to word. I loved and hated the ending. I did feel that the battle with Mr. Veep was way too soon, way too fast, way too easy. I love the idea of being heard, being seen, and love and accept it without accepting the nasty behavior was what turned it. I liked that idea, but I do think it was too easy. And she was very quick to trust him afterwards and immediately go with him to find her mom again. And then not even letting their friends come, because it was a family affair, felt a bit stupid. And to me, because, you know, he just changed. You don't know if it's gonna last. Like, I don't know. He tried to, you know, finish the world. Should you really trust him within 5 minutes after you changed him? So I get that. I did really appreciate how, I don't know, I do think that Mr. Veep dying, as well as her mom dying, or her mom doesn't die. I'm not sure about that. Like, it felt that might be the only option to redeem these characters. So I get that. And then the Dryad had to die, which was sad. But Miss Dumpling, that broke my heart. I did not want her to die. I think that's a very, very bold move. To kill off the most likable character in your book in a middle grade. And I do love the whole conversation they had, you know, about how, what do the dead need? How does the world of the dead need to look? And then realizing that it's basically Tea Party. And they were all thinking about Miss Dumpling, and she was like, yeah, it's my time anyway. Go. Do it. But I did not like it. I'd rather had Yesterday herself die than Miss Dumpling, because she's my favorite. Is that terrible? I don't know. Miss Dumpling I love her so much. I think she's the most likable character in the book. She is the reason I love these books. Mr. Veep just won the family event about it completely the wrong way. Yeah, and I get that then this was the answer. I really, really liked that conversation. and not accepting what he did, but seeing the reason behind it and seeing that he chose the wrong way to do it. Miss Dublin responds to being Queen of the Devil's iconic though. A crown is so shit. Yeah. Like, I get it. No one could do that role so well as her. But I just didn't want it. I didn't want it. I would love a book about Miss Dumpling ruling the underworld though. Like, I would read that. Yeah, not being bothered because she goes, yeah. I love that. Yeah, I think it was done so beautifully. Both the Dryad and Miss Dumpling feeling that their time was passing. Miss Dumpling looked for an apprentice because of that reason. The Dryad asked the animatron about it because of that reason. So they were both preparing and both willing. But it felt, I don't know. I wanted Miss Dumpling to live. I created Trusting of Misery was very good, but I kind of saw it that although he did lots of bad things, his intentions were always in the hope of being seen and loved, so that you trust him. Yeah, but I don't know if that makes him easier to trust, because he always had the same intention, but he chose the wrong way. What makes him not choose the wrong thing? Because he's not, his brain is not trained to choose different ways yet. He has been coping with those intentions wrong for years. He did not train his brain to do it right, so how can you know? Like, he changed, his heart changed, obviously. He saw the wrong. But that doesn't mean that you don't fall back on that behavior sometimes. So, she's not that. She's just running a teacher with them. She's running the whole underworld. I bet you. She's running a gossip range there. She knows everything by now. But I don't know. It was a sad moment. It made me sad. I love her in that role too. That is the hard part. I think it fits, and I think she's going to do that incredibly well. But yeah, I did not want her to die. I was sad about it. I did really, really, really love the concept of a tea party saving the world. A bunch of tea witches trying to reunite everyone, the whole world that didn't work together in a decade, with tea and pastries. And I love that concept. I love that they were debating what a group of tea witches was called and if that was gonna be a coziness, and I was like, yes, that should be. That's what it should be. I don't know, I like that. And then obviously I did like the tea that they drank, that they can all see each other's thoughts and feelings. I think that was smart, because that is where a lot of the, I don't know how you say it in English, onbegrip. They just didn't understand each other. They didn't understand each other's thoughts and feelings. So showing them all clear that up. No, she's well, she had to die to rule the underworld. That was specified. Or she's immortal now, because Mr. Beeple's immortal, right? But like she has to abandon life on Earth, her earthly life. She cannot go out of the underworld for long. Why you don't like the ending much, but I love. Yeah, no, I get why you loved it. I'm not against it. I was just sad. No, I think it fits, and it's a good ending. I just wanted Miss Dumpling in her tea shop forever. I love that part of the ending with just being surrounded by your fun family. Yeah. I was very glad the friends did follow her. I was very glad of that. I think that was smart. I think it was so stupid to go alone. I like that part. There was a quote in the book, and I can't remember it. I did not have my things to tab. But it really resonated with me at the time. And it was something about being normal or being seen. It was lovely. But I bet you I can't find it if I search for it now. I did love when Madako was thinking he was dying, and they were all sweet against each other. Finally, yesterday, Madako, and then they had to work together because Miss Dumpling was not in the shop anymore. So I really like that. I think that was very cute. But yeah, lucky was that when he was imprisoned, that he changed by, acceptance. Well, a cake and tea was lovely. I really did like that part. And then he finding his sister and his brother. That was fun. And the troll. That the troll's so upset that his things were always used to kill people. I think that was cute. I was kicking my feet in the scene with Miss Dumpling being kind to let Miss and Chain. Yeah, manager was taking the piss out of him for needing cake because he hadn't met us. Yeah. Yeah, I love that part. I also love the monsters made out of lost status in the beginning. I can't remember that. Oh, in the post office. You mean in the post office? Oh, I like that. Yes. Yeah, that was fun. The whole traveling in a post box. I found very funny. I really like that part. Oh, and Jack and Napoleon finally kissed, so that was fun. Yeah, no, I can't find the quote. So what you guys gave it? I still not sure if it's gonna be 4 or 5 star. I think it's gonna be 4. I don't think I put it in yet. I guess I think the whole post office thing was creative. I did like that the flowers made people's heart freeze, and that was having consequences. I really like that part. I like Cinnamon the Dragon. Oh yes, I liked him too. I loved him. Oh, and I felt so bad for Napoleon ruining that whole pet shop. I loved the pet shop. I would love to see more of that pet shop. That could be another book for me. I would be happy to read about that. Yeah, the poor pets. But him having to take that dragon, yeah, classic. I loved it. And but then him finding his place, that he was just supposed to be in the tea shop. That was really lovely too. That he could be both uh animal whisperer as well as still have a bit of his heritage as a tea witch. I must say I like the pacing in this one. It was action packed. Yes, yes, I feel that. That's also. I think that's why I like it. And then there were loads of tea parties. That makes it whimsical, obviously, but I think that is why I like it, because it was never a dull moment. But then there was a lot of tea and pastries involved while saving the world. And that was the secret to saving the world. That is so funny to me. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, chicken and pot. Yeah, they were so cute. Oh, so flimsy. that was funny. 5 stars, yeah, I get it. No, 6 stars because gay and dragons. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, I only found out now that the author is gay. No clue. I had no clue, but I think that's fun. Yeah, I liked it, and it made sense. Because Miss Dumpling is bi, right? I think she mentioned previous relations with both female and male. I think it's 4 for me. It's magical musical, but it wasn't one I couldn't put down. So, well, in that case, I did read it in 3 days. I was supposed to read one on page 140, and then I was like, yeah, I that is exactly the point. That with Mr. Reap sent his demon and says, kill them all. I was like, yeah, I'm not stopping now. So I finished the whole book, and that made me read it in 3 days. But I don't think it is as good as A Pinch of Mischief, Pinch of Magic, Love Sugar Magic, books like that. I don't think it is as good as Vanya and the Wild Hunt. Or Nevermore. But Jessica Townsend, like, I think I prefer those books. But this is really close. And I had a blast with it. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, and I gave the other book 3 stars. So I feel that is fair. I'll go for 3.5, but that's still good. I feel like that's still yeah. I read it in 2 cities by the pool. Oh, that is great. That is a lovely way to read it. I listened to all of the audio today. Just Larissa binging it in one day. That is great. Well, at least you're fresh. You still remember stuff. That is helpful, right? I've read it in the beginning of this week, but I already forgot a bit of stuff. It's just my head right now. Nothing sticks. I'm getting extremely see, I can't even finish my sentence. It's my brain right now. It's not the book, it's my brain. I know I had more little details that I love, but I just can't come up with it now. I don't know. I know that feeling. Oh, I was talking to my friend. We hadn't seen each other in a while because I was so sick, right? And she knows me and my ADHD pretty well. And yeah, it's never been this bad. I don't know what it is. It's annoying as fuck, but you know, I just have to live with it now until it gets better again. And that unfortunately means my head is no longer reliable. So, yeah. I really enjoyed the books. I really enjoyed the vibes. The whimsy of this book was amazing. I love the dreamland, the whole concept of not being able to live there forever. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. I would read From Any Cigar again. But apparently that is not possible. So yeah. I just don't know what to say anymore. I did rush a bit. I want to start it yesterday, but never did. Yeah, well, you know, it happens. It happens. I'm actually amazed that you still finished it in a day. I think that is well done. And the same way as books it's like I loved it. I can tell you why, but I loved it. But I used to be able to tell you why and remember specific bits. And, you know, being able to do that is helpful if you're hosting a live show about a certain book. But then when I'm reading it, I just want to enjoy it and I don't want to tab it all the time. Because it's still hard. You know, I still need to find the right tab at the live show. Like, it's still not extreme. Yeah, or I could, you know, read all the tabs beforehand. Write something on the ones that I want to talk to you about. Number them or whatever. And then have a note with, yeah, tab 1, tab 2, tab 3. It's going to be about this. But yeah. I don't know. Maybe next time. To vibe or not to vibe? That is the question. I vibe with this book. I enjoyed it. Yeah. This has the perfect amount of whimsy for me. So the next book we're going to read is How to Not Be a Vampire Slayer. Oh, I put it away again. Sorry. Let me show it again. That's it. And I want to go to get a pull out tomorrow. Maybe the day after. Of when the live show for this is going to be. Because I definitely want it to be in September. And then I might do the live show for the Vampire Knitting Club that is supposed to be in... Like, we have one now. This month. The poll for that is up right now. And then the next one is going to be in October. However, October is going to be an extremely busy month for me, and I am a bit nervous about it. But I want to do all the Halloween things. And unfortunately, in the Netherlands, there are only Halloween things to do in October. It is not September, October here, so I can't really spread it out. So I might do the live show for the Vampire Knitting Book Clubs early November for those. Just to not overfill my schedule for Halloween even more. I have so many plans. I think every weekend is full and I only have to work one of them. But it just, yeah. There's just a lot I want to do. So I really want to have the live show of how not to be a vampire slayer in September. So I thought if we might pick a date early, then we can all read to that date, know when it is, and we can definitely have it in September. I thought that might be the smartest move to do. I never tell. I just make notes of cool quotes to go in my reading. Oh, that is smart. I fell off the train with my reading journal once again. And I just don't want to add anything right now. I would love to pick it up again, but I don't have energy to do the things I want. So that is not a priority right now. But that is nice. That is a good thing to do. I need to get a book for my library, but the last time I checked, they have plenty of copies. Oh, that's good. That's good. Which book are we on for the knit club? Let me check. Not Larissa asking all the hard questions here. Larissa, I have no brain. Let me check. Currently. So the last book we read was Lays and Lies, which, a few book details please, is 7. So that mean we would be on 8 and 9? Vampire knitting. Let me check, double check before I forget to put them in. That is not true because we have read Bubbles and Broomsticks. And 9 is Popcorn and Poltergeist. So we're at 10. Larissa, we're at 10. I love the flying though. Let me put them in my red list because and we skipped the 8.5, which is a Christmas novella, so we could read that in December. To actually read the Vampire Knitting books for this month. Yes, me too. I still need to read them. It is 10 and 11. Which it is called Garters and Gargoyles and Diamond and Daggers. Those are the ones we're gonna read right now. And I've set the poll as options for the 21st of August, the 22nd, the 23rd, the 5th of September, and the 6th of September. So we still have time. Because the other weekends I have to work. The next ones are book 10 and 11. Yeah. Alright. If you could just have sent me that, then I wouldn't have to look for it. Greatest Gargles and Diamond Daggers. Those two. Thank you. My book reading journals ones that already set out the books to read, books read, film review pages, and quote pages, etc. So you can have a pretty notebook with very little effort. Yeah, that's very helpful. I just forget. I even forget to put books in Goodreads. So right now, so it's terrible. Yeah. Thank you, Cage. Yeah. So the end of August, or like the 21st, that weekend, or the first weekend of September. Those are the options. I downloaded the audio, so can't forget. Smarty pants. Yeah, I saved it too. I always look forward to those books, and I just know I can binge them in a week, and then they're gonna be lovely to listen to. Very enjoyable, very easy. It's I would read them this week. It's just that I have to work the next weekend. So. Same. Yeah, yes, exactly this. I think that describes it excellent. Yeah. So that's what's next for us. Please go vote on that date. The poll is only a day, so that tomorrow or the day after tomorrow I can put up the poll for How Not to Be a Vampire Slayer, because that is a book I still need to buy. Then I know when to buy it. But that's it for tonight. That is it for me. Thank you for picking out those books. I really enjoyed them. So I'm glad that we read them together. I hope the next one is going to be good too. And then the last book for the Pinch of Mischief book club book this year is The Spick and Span, which is I have it. This is the last book. This will be the summers. Right. No, November. The Vampire Slayer is September, this is November. Thank you for hosting, no problem. The cleaning, yeah, this is the last one. So, How Not to Be a Vampire Slayer, and this one is the only 2 books that we need for this specific book club this year. And then the rest is obviously all the Vampire Slayer, the Vampire Knitting Club books. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. I hope you had a lovely time. I hope to see you guys soon. I don't know when. I would like to prolong the challenge weekend of Barbara, but tomorrow my father-in-law and Job's uncle are coming to help build. So I won't be really active then. Maybe on Tuesday. But that's the last day before going to work, and I'm going into a very bad sequence for me. It's a lot of work in the next couple of weeks, so we'll see. But at least I will talk to you on Discord. Bye. Sleep tight.